Oh, hello and welcome everybody to today's surprise, super surprise, second surprise stream. As I usually do on Arena and Explore, I play Dinosaurs, a particular Stampede variation, and I usually stream what? Oh, okay, I got it. You're going to say hi to somebody, but 1 second, we'll get the list up there. The list, as always, in the description, and get right to it. Okay, we're back at it. All right, yes, and about 6-8 hours or so. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whenever it is anybody is watching. You might be doing something else. Hopefully the weekend is going good, just because, you're used to this happening quite a bit later, but, take advantage of this opportunity. Absolutely, Turbo Master, 100%. As you can see, things changed a little bit. There's no black, there's no white. Getting a feel for different stuff. For the most part, at least with this variation of dinos, it is a very deadly plan, and it can just wipe out pretty much anybody who is not doing the craziest, most aggressive thing. Definitely winning, by turn 4, they have you dead. If they're a little bit slower than that, we do have a very good chance, absolutely. And the link tree as well to the Discord, to all that good stuff in the description. A primer too, because if you happen to be new, of course I am happy to explain anything. If you have any beginner questions, don't you worry. Ask away right now, later on, anywhere. Even though I've played Dinosaurs, 20,000 matches potentially. I've lost track just because I've been playing them since they were a thing with original Ixalan, but for over a year it has been the Stampede Dinosaurs variation when we got it from Lost Caverns of Ixalan, day in, day out, all the time, ranked, explorer, pioneer, best of 3, whatever you want to call it. But getting right to the thumbnail sake, a surprise. This is definitely a surprise. You're chatting from 2 accounts. Don't let the YouTube algorithm see this. They might catch wind. They might ban me for falsely inflating my viewership numbers or something like that. I don't know. I'm not actually worried about that, but yes, opponents, they might be worried about Trumpeting Carnosaur. That's a super surprise. And it's also, in a sense, it's kind of like Regal Imperiosaur. I know those two cards are very, very different. Regal Imperiosaur coming in 2 days? 2 days, I think. I'm pretty sure it's 2 days. Tuesday, this coming week, we get Regal Imperiosaur 1 and 2 green for a 5/4. Other dinosaurs you control get +1/+1. That's good, because how I love to play dinosaurs, those are the only creatures in the deck, usually. So Regal Imperiosaur is going to be fantastic. It can be something that happens for 3 mana, played on turn 3, but if it happens later on, turn 5, turn 4, if it's part of Ghalta, Regal Imperiosaur powering up everything is going to lead to a ton of extra damage. In a sense, like Trumpeting Carnosaur would. It's something I can play for 3, like Regal Imperiosaur I can play for 3 with its ability to discard and hopefully take out a creature or a planeswalker. But then if it happens later on, it's a big thing, but it also grabs something else that's free. It might be an Archdruid's Charm, it might be a Palani's Hatcher, it could be a Sylvan Scrying when I discover with Trumpeting Carnosaur's enter the battlefield effect. And I mean, I probably don't need a land at that point, but there's a pretty good chance it'll grab, an Archdruid's or a Regisaur or a Palani's Hatcher, and then we're off to the races. You don't have to limit yourself. Absolutely. It is pretty funny though. I mean, it does make me wonder. I do want to not do any of that, I guess, funny business. Whoever can watch, when you watch, no bots or nothing. I imagine the temptation is there, and it could be even easier nowadays with AI. I could have an AI person in the chat, and I could probably make it look like it's a real person going back and forth. But yes, Sunday stream and football. Football is tonight, this evening. Oh boy, go. I don't know who I would cheer for. The Bills. If the Bills were in it, I would cheer for that just because I like Josh Allen, but he seems like a pretty good guy. But they're not in it. I don't know. It's going to be pretty special if the Kansas City Chiefs, they can win again. All the controversy aside, whatever, it's going to be pretty special. But yeah, I know. That is a very good thing. And I want to talk more about Trumpeting Carnosaur just because it is, fantastic art. It's cheap in paper as well. I just checked before I started the stream. But Trumpeting Carnosaur, I might not have the thing that gives everybody haste. Trumpeting could potentially grab one of 4 Palanis or one of 4 Regisaur that I have not seen yet. Lovely, lovely stuff right there. If it grabs an Archdruid's Charm, that's still good. I could grab the Palanis or Regisaur off of the Archdruids, putting it into my hand. Or I could cast Archdruids with its ability to deal damage to a creature for free. So Trumpeting, if it grabs any of these 12 cards right here, we're laughing, I would say. Could also grab a Commune, but I wouldn't be able to play anything big that I dig for. It's lovely. It's a dinosaur. It has trample. It gains haste because it's a dino. It can be grabbed with Commune. But also keep in mind, Commune can grab your spot removal, your instant speed uncounterable spot removal, because it's attached to a dino. If I need to take out something, that has 3 toughness, a planeswalker, whatever, say I have 4 lands out, Commune digs for 1 green, I have 3 left, grabbing Trumpeting, cycle that, can't counter the cycle usually, and poof. Maybe it is the unstoppable slasher. That would be a very good thing to take out, especially because I could simply be dead. Whenever the slasher connects to us, we lose half our life, and it would be a good fit, Mad Dad Lab. But the thing, creature lands can be good, especially, that is a good point. We can talk about whatever. My son did just go down, so I'm aiming for an hour and a half, maybe. Of course, he could wake up a little bit early. He did have a whole sippy cup of chocolate milk. He went to Wendy's. So we'll see what that does to him. Maybe it'll put him right out. Maybe he's going to have too much energy. But yes, creature lands, they take mana to activate their abilities. So efficiently Sunken Citadel, the 2 mana from 1 Sunken goes into that creature land, and you can make a pretty good surprise as well. But oftentimes, I think more often than not, and maybe I need to use creature lands more, I just was never turning them into creatures, sadly. It did make me a little bit sad. If I had to choose, it would probably be Restless Ridgeline. But it could also be Soulstone Sanctuary, which I'll open up here. Get to in I guess I have to probably type it out. 1 second. Soulstone. Okay, that was pretty fast. Yeah. No chat box visible yet. Again, Turbo Master. If anybody's wondering why it's still not there, that's still due to the OBS issues for a couple days. Whenever I opened it, it crashed right away. That's partly why I wasn't streaming, trying to fix it. The plugin to make the chat box visible, I think it was part of the reason. Some of the plugins for OBS, they're not always updated and they don't really communicate with it, and they cause crashes themselves. And since I've taken away the chat box, things have been going smoothly, along with the waveform visualizer, the music whenever it plays with those bars and stuff. But I might look into it today. We'll see. See if that chat box plugin has been updated. That would be nice though. Hopefully I can still see your chats, of course, but it is nice when we can follow along on the screen for sure. But yeah, that's why it's not there, not back yet. Square Patty Sunday, yes. At a Wendy's double-double. Charlie Goops, how's it going? Hopefully all is well with you. And yeah, we're going to have a very good time here today. But talking about manlands there, creature lands, whatever you would like to call them, Soulstone Sanctuary is a 3/3 dinosaur with vigilance, and it stays a 3/3 dinosaur. That's very intriguing, not having to continually invest the mana. Do I like it more than Restless Ridgeline? Well, I don't think so, because at least with this list, you're looking for sources of green, heavy sources of green to get the 3 needed for Archdruids. That could be a little bit rough. I would feel kind of awkward with Soulstone Sanctuary because it only taps for a colorless. It's hard to say, but I have been wondering about it, especially with all the discard decks running around. People with Thoughtseize, I could reasonably keep a hand that is just lands, and I did that actually today on our drive back. And the opponent played Thoughtseize on turn 1, and there was nothing to get rid of because I had gotten rid of, I think, a Ghalta and a Commune with Dinosaurs, keeping 5 lands in my hand. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but in that case, definitely did. They paid 1 black to lose 2 life and reveal my hands. You can't beat it for, well, it's the best discard spell, and then all of a sudden it becomes pretty much the worst. But the sideboard, I think we can move on to that. We'll see if I use, well, I'm going to use manlands again. I'm going to continue to play dinosaurs into infinity, I would imagine. I know it's not, for everybody to do one thing so incredibly much, but I like it for some reason. A braid, pretty fantastic catch-all, I would say. Aggro opponents, chances are I can take out at least one big thing. One thing that is going to get big. And then the destroy an artifact part, take out a damping sphere, something like that. Does a couple things, so very, very nice indeed. A couple copies of Hulking Raptor, absolutely. I don't know, it's hard to say. I feel like more often than not, Hulking Raptor is not always needed. At least that's kind of what I felt when I was using it. Bring it up right here for anybody that is not quite familiar. It is very lovely. Yeah, let's say the worst case scenario. You don't need the mana. It's a creature that's put on the battlefield with Ghalta. It's a 5/3 that gains haste from the Regisaur Alpha or Palani's Hatcher. Maybe you draw a card and gain 3 life from a Vaultborn. So the worst case is not bad if you don't need the 2 green, and I certainly felt like I did not always need the 2 green. And I would also probably want something that costs 6 mana. By turn 4, the earliest turn that I would play Hulking, I could probably make 6, and sometimes it would feel bad playing something that costs 4. A Stomper as well. Very good. I don't know. It's hard to say. I do like the dinos that cost 3, the Topiary Stomper, like Mad Dad Lab had mentioned. Something happening on turn 3, and then the Carnage Tyrant, hopefully, on turn 4. Regal Imperiosaur on turn 3, maybe Tyrranax Rex. Turn 4, potentially, if all the lands come together nicely. You start off with a Sunken Citadel, that sort of thing. It's possible. Hard to say. It's not going to hurt the deck. It's absolutely not going to hurt if you use it, and it will help out in some cases. But would you want something that's more powerful, buffs everything up, a little bit bigger of a creature, something that costs more? Yeah. It's a surprising thing. It's like turn 4, you can make 6. I think oftentimes, very often on turn 4 you can make 6. So would you have another creature that costs 6 instead of a creature that costs 4? And then you have a sort of feel bad moment. You have 2 green left from that Castle Garenbrig, but that can only be used on creatures. The 2 green left over after spending 4 for Hulking. You can't use it on a Sylvan, you can't use it on a Commune. But then would you also have other small creatures in the list? I don't think that would be super good, because at least already with the spells here, the very important spells, that feels like enough. I think if you had other ramping creatures, it might be super duper overkill, but it is hard to say. I mean, if you get to 6 and you play Hulking, you're getting to 8 if they don't kill it. So that is quite nice. Quite a few scenarios, and they showed up today where I didn't even need a Sylvan Scrying completely flooded because I reached a point of 8 mana. And then top decking a Hulking after I'm at 8. Ooh, I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to say. It's hard to say, but at least I would lean more towards not using it. But it's not bad. It's absolutely not bad. And back to nature, that's still in. Chandra's Defeat faced a bunch of aggro for sure, and that no, it's a good thing against the red aggro. 1 red, 5 damage to them, or a Planeswalker. Pretty self-explanatory right there. It's like the red fatal push, I guess you could say. And Wiltleaf Liege, I think I've faced maybe 4 of the Esper or Demir bounce discard. You guys know the one I'm talking about probably. This town ain't big enough. They bounce their Storm Chaser's talent, replay it for a single blue to make an otter with prowess, playing a card, that 1 enchantment to make you discard a card, and then they bounce it back and forth, and it's not fun. But a lot of their discard stuff, you choose what to discard. So if Wiltleaf Liege is in my hand, I can simply choose it as the thing, and poof, there we go. So I negate the pain of that. I kind of want to say that has been more common than aggro. I would almost consider trimming Chandra's Defeat, bringing in the Obstinate Baloth. We'll see if that discard deck, this town ain't big enough, discard, whatever we want to call it, if it becomes more popular. But I don't think it will, because it can be pretty easily hated against. If I really wanted, I would just bring a lot of stuff where if it's discarded from the opponent, it enters the battlefield. I'd have the Wiltleaf Liege, the Obstinate Baloth, Loxodon, whatchamacallit. Just recently released with Pioneer Masters. I forget the name. But that is absolutely an all-time record for the intro. Almost 20 minutes. We could have gone on for an hour or 2 talking all about the specifics. But this is specifically not a great hand. That's definitely quite a bit better. I want to keep all those. We see 1 Castle Garenbrig, we're making 7. That's quite nice indeed. Played a little bit safe, send Tyrranax Rex to the bottom and keeping that Vaultborn Tyrant. Oh, I know. Oh, a couple days, Charlie. This is going to be lovely stuff. Oh my. Castle Garenbrig. Got Castle Garenbrig, yeah. Yeah, that's the good stuff. But what is this opponent on? That is the question. Let's take a wee peek. Oh, 2 days, 3, I don't know. I got enough gold and I have some wild cards already. I'm going to be getting that Regal Imperiosaur for sure. 2 Okiba Reckoner raids. Each opponent loses life. Vehicles. Greasefang? Could this be some variation of Greasefang? I don't know. I don't really need Regisaur Alpha. By the point I reach Regisaur Alpha, I would be able to play Vaultborn Tyrant. Can't play Regisaur on turn 4. When I activate Castle, it would be turn 5, but by that point I can make the 7 needed for Vaultborn. I would never, pretty much almost never play Regisaur Alpha instead. But this is... What is this? What is this person doing? I'm kind of confused here, folks. Trumpeting Carnosaur, though, lovely stuff. I get to take out this Nazumi Road Captain. That seems pretty nice. Save myself from taking 2 damage. We're getting a little bit low here. So, okay. A super basic, interesting Golgari Hodgepodge. Mismatch. I just wish I could play Trumpeting Carnosaur next turn as the creature itself, but yeah, that doesn't happen. I believe we should be safe. I mean, especially getting that second Vaultborn Tyrant. We just have to live until next turn. And I think they might die. Oh boy. It seems like just a general, I don't know. Lose 3 life is okay. Draining me. Choose an instant or a sorcery. I don't have any instant or sorceries. That's pretty darn hilarious. Now we just have to live. We just have to live one more turn. As long as we live, they'll die. Oh boy, this is exciting actually. Go down to 4. Can you deal 4? Can you deal 4? Very tense indeed. This is an interesting Golgari draining deck. And as you can see, completely flooded, so... Oh my, there's the... down to 1. Got her done. Yeah. Yeah, very nice indeed. Guess I'll go with Stomping Ground. Keep everybody behind for sure.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me!
You probably wanted or thought I should call an ambulance. Going down to 1, but poof, all of a sudden I whip out the weapon, the second Vaultborn Tyrant. Yeah, that was pretty scary, but I think that was a good point. Absolutely. Absolutely. Charlie, we could picture Hulking Raptor in that instance. How would Hulking Raptor have felt in the place of Trumpeting Carnosaur? I think Trumpeting Carnosaur there showed its colors to be a little bit better, and I reached a critical amount of mana. Couldn't really have done too much else with the extra 2 green, but that is only one example. Absolutely, I would not draw conclusions from just one thing. However, what do I want to do? Keep it the same, I think. Yeah. Huh. Down to 1? Good. We're safe. But that was extra. That was crazy. Budget Golgari Drain. I think that's what I'm going to call it. A lot of their cards, rightfully so, commons and uncommons, but it almost got the job done. We absolutely have to respect the potential of what this opponent could do. Another one. Okay. Start the drain. Hope. Oh my. We got him. Maybe. It's a whole lot better with that Sunken Citadel. Okay, Golgari landfall pinging stuff. Pain and suffering. It does kind of a Mad Dad Lab, yeah. Okay, hopefully it's not too little too late. Castle Garenbrig next turn would get us to 8 mana on turn 4. At the very least we will get to 7, but I don't know, I might use Sylvan to grab the castle instead. We'll see. If I get Castle Garenbrig next turn, there's a very good chance we would just be able to kill him. But waiting another turn by going Sylvan, waiting another turn to see if we can get another creature for the Ghalta turn is going to be very important. We almost did there with that Trumpeting Carnosaur. That would have happened, but sadly they milled it. Nuts. Could be mostly dead. Incandescent or iridescent Vine Lasher. That has to go. We're going to try and kill that game 3 if it goes to it. Thunderwolf. Yes, it has been a while. I'm doing good. 4 Fables. I gotta try Fable at some point. Absolutely. Absolutely. At least I'm reaching 7 next turn. I pretty much have to play Palani's Hatcher. No, I still haven't tried Fable of the Mirror Breaker. I know it's a very good card. Maybe today, just because it is sort of special. I'm streaming in the afternoon. That would also be kind of a surprise. Tainted Remedy, that's not great. We pretty much have to play Palani's Hatcher, I would say. Have as many creatures to block, crack a bunch of tokens, and I think that should keep us safe. We just can't play Vaultborn Tyrant. When I would gain 3 life from a Vaultborn trigger, instead I would lose that life. So we would kill ourselves. Yeah, definitely the digging part, the hand smoothing, sculpting, that is good. And it would be nice if they took it over Sylvan and Archdruids. It is interesting, opponents sometimes making the mistake, not taking the right thing, leaving me with that stuff. Fable of the Mirror Breaker certainly is a very good thing to target, so I guess it is understandable. But could they be dead with this? Maybe, perhaps. It's going to be enough damage to get the job done. We're about to find out. I think it might be.
Ruthless aggression.
I'm pretty sure that's it. Phew. That is scary stuff. Golgari Drain. Ooh. Okay, it's enough. Oh. What a way to start. A fantastic way to start. Palani's Hatcher, oh, that is so good. If she sticks around, as you can see, it's 5 mana for 11 power, spread over 3 bodies. And just being 3 bodies in one can be pretty nice. I don't know, that is very tempting. Let's say if I win the next one, and I go into Platinum 1, it has been a fight, bouncing up and down as it usually is. Yeah, we'll add Fable of the Mirror Breaker. A surprise for everybody, a surprise for me because I basically never used it, even though it is a good card, I hear. A couple people like it, you know. It's all right. It is going to be nice though. Copying a Vaultborn Tyrant. Oh man, I'm ready for it. So ready. Ergio. Gigio. Hopefully it is Azorius Control. Maybe not with the Yorion. But that hand basically perfect. Hopefully there's no Thoughtseize starting off. They're going first, so I want to make... Never mind. I'm going first, I forgot. If they were going first, then they could have potentially countered Sylvan. Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. We'll still go with Sylvan Scrying in case they do have some counter spells, but this could be Lotus Field. Simic Lotus Field. All the Lotus Fields are not. Okay, no, maybe not. Interesting. Commune, see what we get. Oh, it's Ghalta. Eventually, we're going to get to Ghalta, but I have my turn 4 play of Tyrranax Rex. So we should be safe, I hope. We got... Ooh. 5-color Overlord, Enigmatic Incarnate. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, I forgot to play it. I was so excited. Oops. That was an oops.
Dang! Oh!
Pretend you didn't see that. But still, we're maybe about to play Ghalta. Ghalta 2 Trumpeting Carnosaurs and the Palani's Hatcher. Never mind. We're not. I mean, technically, we'll get rid of Elish Norn, so that is good. Just have to hope they don't have another one. We'll wait and see what they do. Wait until the end of the opponent's turn to try and take out Elesh Norn. I don't think they're going to sweep. Maybe they will. Well, they can't sweep. They know what I have in my hand. Maybe they have a counter spell. Ooh, they might. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. Let them spend the mana. It's okay. Not the end of the world. I mean, I could have saved myself taking 4 damage. Now, hopefully this works. Cross your fingers. Hope they don't have a counter spell. They could. Oh, they could. Oh, maybe they don't. Well, they must have a counter spell for Ghalta then. Unfortunately. I'm going to see if we can find that Cavern of Souls. Perhaps. Oh, look. Cavern of Souls. Surprise. Phew. All right. There you go. You're dead. I have to imagine they're dead. Whew. Strap yourselves in, folks.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
Yeah, commune off with the first Trumpeting Carnosaur and grab a Regisaur. Why not? And a Sylvan Scrying. Yeah, I guess Castle Garenbrig. Looks like they don't have removal for Palani's Hatcher, so it feels like we're safe. Should be safe. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think they might have had a counter spell. And they're like, oh, this opponent, I'm still able to counter Ghalta that my opponent's going to play. I'm going to let the commune happen. They're going to grab a land, try to play Ghalta, but the land I got... Phew. Okay. Right. Well, I don't like Elesh Norn, that's for sure. A Braid would maybe help take her out, even just softening her up, but the artifact part doesn't do much. It has to be back to nature, as we saw. Enigmatic. Very strange. The glitches. The glitches. Oh my goodness. Trumpeting Carnosaur, probably the thing I need the least. We'll trim 3 copies of that. But this is an enchantment. Sack the Overlords, which have a high mana value, to search for a creature with a mana value 1 or whichever. But yes, Charlie, that was crazy stuff. We can respond to the Enigmatic Incarnation before it goes to the end step. We can take it out, plus any Overlords, which are enchantment creatures that the opponent has. Back to nature is definitely the thing to be using. This deck, though, it's not super common for me to face. It's just nice to have that back to nature. I would like to keep it. Maybe if it was 2 lands, 2 so then no. Okay, that was a lot better, I'm gonna send a Stomping Ground to the bottom. I know I don't have a Castle Garenbrig or a Sunken yet. Of course, Sylvan Scrying. Oh well, there we go. Oh, never mind. I was about to say I don't have a castle or a Sunken yet, but now I have a castle and 2 Sunkens. Huh. I mean, Charlie, you said that was wild. That right now was also kind of wild. Crazy. And we have that lovely back to nature to hose them. We'll wait and see. I think they're going to play Enigmatic Incarnation next turn. I would like to go Sylvan Scrying to grab the Sunken, but I just don't think we can afford to do so. I want to at least have 2 for Back to Nature. We'll see. Play that in there. Oh, Elish Norn is not so great. I should have searched for it. That's all right. Okay. Okay. Got to get my son up at 3 in about 15 minutes. So this might be a short one, possibly. Yeah, I'll use Back to Nature now, even though it's going to be a little bit problematic. We're getting a Sunken this turn, and we can make 7 next turn, which is quite nice. So hopefully that's going to help. And then Carnage Tyrant is, maybe a little scary for this opponent to face. I can't play Vaultborn because, again, sadly, Elish Norn is turning off the enter the battlefield effects of my stuff. Huh. Could be bad. Another Back to Nature would be nice. Now they could target Carnage Tyrant. Keep in mind, Nowhere to Run, an enchantment with flash from Duskmourn. Creatures with hexproof can be targeted as if they didn't have hexproof. It gives Carnage Tyrant -3/-3, or whatever creature they target, -3/-3 until end of turn. Painful, so Carnage Tyrant might not stick around as long as we hope it would. But actually I like T-Rex. Hope they don't have Nowhere to Run. If they don't, we have a very good chance connecting with this and getting a pretty good clock. Alright, I didn't think there was any scenario where they would want to block with Elish Norn. They got to keep her down there. But I don't think they're going to deal 14 to me this turn. It might be Enigmatic Incarnation, which would be quite problematic if they grab an Overlord of the Boiler Villages. Oh, that's not good. Ooh, I think they got Enigmatic Incarnation. What in tarnation? Maybe they got nothing. Oh. I might just bring my son into the spare room where I'm recording here. Give him the phone or something. Put him on the spare bed and I can keep going. Perhaps. We'll see. Try and get one more match here. But then still try and stream later on tonight. 2 streams in one day. Oh, that's the good stuff. Dude, they must not have much of anything. Huh. Maybe they have no answer for T-Rex, which means Elish Norn has to block for them to live. They must have something for him. Okay, the Chain to the Rocks, very, that's good stuff. Oh, the Ward 4 was doubled twice. Or I guess not. No, they only had to pay it once. Nah. Either way, Carnage Tyrant, they can't target that, so we're still perhaps safe. Just for a little bit here. Might as well grab another Castle Garenbrig. Make use out of that extra 2 that I had. Hope that we get an Archdruid's Charm. Something that can take out Elish Norn. Hope they don't have a Nowhere to Run. Or I get that Back to Nature. There is only 2 left. Kind of wish I had saved it, but you never know exactly what the opponent is going to do. Oh, that would be good. There is a couple lands. One Handwire Weir Battlements, I believe it's called. You can pay 1 red, tap it, give target creature haste, I believe. Could be something to think about. Archdruid's Charm, no, let's go. Ghalta Stampede Tyrant is, well, it's pain and suffering. Huh, I gotta think. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. That would be nice to destroy it. Do I want Vaultborn Tyrant? I mean, Ghalta is stopped. Vaultborn, man. They'll have to block with a couple of those insect things, which is alright. We'll play Vaultborn. We don't gain life. We don't draw a card. Oh, okay. Yeah. A couple of them is good. Kind of wish I had an Embercleave in that moment. But maybe somehow they won't have an exile-based removal or some sort of removal for Vaultborn. I just want somebody to block to maybe save myself. They're going to have some way of removing it. Leyline binding, that sort of thing. Oh, they don't. Huh. But definitely something that could bring a dino back from the grave too. That'd be extra nice. Maybe we can make the magic happen here. Tends to do the trick. Overlord of the Boiler Belges, its enter the battlefield effect doubled from Elish Norn for exactly lethal to the face. Nuts. Nuts. Yeah, there's not really much of anything that's going to help us in this particular matchup. Don't have any more enchantment removal. I mean, I could use 4 back to natures, but I don't think enchantments is common enough to do that. And I could use dinosaurs themselves, some that destroy enchantments. Thrashing Brontodon would be the thing, because Tranquil Throwback isn't enter the battlefield effect. It would be turned off by that dastardly Elish Norn, Mother of Machines. Whew. Whew. I like that. Could be pretty much perfect if we can land Ghalta soon enough. At the very least, I might... Oh, back to nature. Huh. Well, how about that? I would like to save an Archdruid's Charm to take out Elish Norn. Hey, at the very least, I'm playing Vaultborn Tyrant next turn. You know what they're not playing next turn? Elish Norn. They're only going to have 3 mana. I know for sure they're not playing it. That's not happening. I'm making 7. Maybe drawing a land, but I could draw a land off of the Vaultborn trigger or a land for the turn after next turn. They can't counter Vaultborn. Oh, Beseiju for Castle. Ooh. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, shoot. I think you mentioned... you mentioned Beseiju. Oh, no. You jinxed me. Thunderwolf. Oh, that's okay. All is well. All is well.
Dang! Oh!
Pain. Pain and suffering. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. We're still friends. We're still friends. But we should be in not a terrible position. We got to buy ourselves a bunch of time taken out. Oh, Archon of Emeria. What is this person doing? Crazy. When I do get the next Castle Garenbrig, it will enter tapped due to Archon, unfortunately. That's no fun. Yeah. Ooh. They would have mostly died. The Beseiju is the thing that saved him. I hate that. Yeah. What can you do? Castle Garenbrig, Archdruids, Sylvan Scrying. Enigmatic Incarnation. Maybe this person is watching me right now and they know I have a back to nature, huh? Or they just do that. Stomping Ground, it is something. has to enter tapped, but at least it's something. Just getting another land is better than nothing, I guess, at this point. If they play Yorion, will I take out Up the Beanstalk with Back to Nature? I don't think I want to do that. Maybe. Oh. I don't know. No, let's not do it. I don't want to do it. They do draw an extra card just because it re-enters. I could have taken it out, but they do get more gas, I guess you could say. Oh, there's Arc. Okay, we got it, folks. We got it. We got it. All right. We got it. Discard a card. What do I want to discard? Kind of want it to be Carnage Tyrant. Make him think I can't play anything. Ah. 2 Ghaltas with the Vaultborn is very, very nice indeed. Not dead yet. They might have a counter spell. Hopefully not. Hopefully they don't. Watch them have Elish Norn. Oh boy. Put a stop at the end of their turn. Don't play her. Don't do it. Skyclave Apparition. Okay. Okay. Actually, I'll go back to nature. See if we... No, I'll go Archdruid's Charm just in case. If they have something that taxes me. Just don't have another you-know-what. Okay. Okay. Good stuff, good stuff. Don't have a Ether Gust, nothing like that. We got another Vaultborn. Huh? You can't counter, you're dead. Don't counter the trigger. Oh, dead? Dead? Oh, dead. So dead. 100%. Dead and done. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm the best there is at what I do, but what I do isn't very nice.
Take a big bite of the like button for that one. Whew. Would they have Settle the Wreckage? Let's pause. I've been caught out by Settle the Wreckage a couple times here recently. I think they could have a Settle the Wreckage, folks. Let's not get caught out again. Or just removal for Regisaur before it goes to combat. That could be. Okay, no, that's all right. Definitely. Stream is lagging from all that loveliness. I could have, I guess, had a land enter untap the forest instead of the other Sunken and then played Back to Nature, but we still got... I'm at 46. I did crush the internet. I do feel pretty good, even though, you know, they might have a sweeper or something. Hopefully it's not 4. I need to discard 4. Let me see. Okay, good stuff. Hopefully it's not Sunfall, but still, being at 46 is pretty good. We'll be getting back Leyline Binding. Well, we'll be getting back Regisaur Alpha next turn. Oh, you must have a Sunfall, don't you? Nuts. That's no fun. Oh, never mind.
What in the hell just happened? How did he do that?
Boom. Oh my goodness. Lovely stuff. Yes, good game. Exactly at 3 o'clock when when my wife wanted me to get my son up. Don't want to let him sleep too long because then he has a hard time falling asleep at night. Yes, good game, Stanley. I think that's a good place to leave it at for now, even though I mean, it wasn't quite an hour. It was only a couple matches, but still a lovely, lovely time. Short and sweet. Good stuff, and I'll try to do a stream later on tonight. But yeah, it's 3 o'clock now, my time. I'll go get my son up. Leave you guys right now, later on, whenever it is you're watching. Have a good rest of your time zone. Maybe you're getting some good rest because it's Sunday. Hopefully your weekend went well. Thanks for joining me for this short time, and yeah, peace. Have a good rest of your day. Absolutely. Yes, I hope Fable treats me well. I'll use it. I'll use it. Right. What do I want to press? What do I want to press? This one's good. This one's good.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?